Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been such a long time, and right now it's as though I don't even know what to say. But then I know very well what I want to talk about today, but I don't know what to say. Like, it's been a long time since I've sat like this in front of a camera, because wow, it's been quite hectic. The last 2.5 months have been super hectic. Right, straight to what I wanted us to discuss, or what I want to talk to you about today. This is one of the things that I never thought I would talk about, because I know that I said on this channel we're going to discuss mostly, it's going to be more about story time and whatnot, but then there's information that I feel like, particularly with what I want to talk about today, there are things that happens and we kind of not pay attention. And in my story, or in my case, I found out about, I think you can see on the description that it's the description, the title, whatever it's called. Yes, it's the fact that I have what is called leg length discrepancy. Also, as you can see on the what is it called, the thumbnail. Lord of mercy, I need to come back. Yes, on the thumbnail, as you can see, I've got what is called leg length discrepancy. So basically what happens, my legs are not, the length is not the same. So for example, in my case, my right foot, or my right leg, literally is longer than the left one. So now that I'm a lady, guys, I wear high heels. Therefore, it's very difficult, and I'm going to tell you how I actually come to realize that my situation is not the same. Like, it's something to do with my legs, because I love high heels so much. I've always worn high heels, but then in my case, when I wear high heels, the left heel usually, I don't know what's the English word, because I know there are people that their foot fall inside, but mine, only the left one, falls outside. Okay, so there's one wise woman of God who made me realize that I might have a leg length discrepancy. So there was a time when we were discussing the issue that I struggled to walk on heels. And as you can see, I'm skinny. It's not that I'm overweight or anything like that. And also there are people who are full, like, what are they called, the plus size ladies, who are very much able to wear high heels. So it has absolutely nothing to do with a person's weight. So she said to me, okay, let's sit flat on the floor, like the floor that had a tile. Put your leg together and let's see exactly what is happening. I want to find that my left foot is shorter than the right foot. So she said to me, because firstly she took me to the shoemaker who fixes her shoes. So she said, take them to this guy and explain how you want them to, or how you would like him to do them. So this is how my shoes are underneath. And like I said when I began, I said this is one thing that I never thought I would talk about. I think firstly because I thought, maybe it's a little bit irrelevant, but then also I thought I could be the only one who've got this, but then the one that is not noticeable, because I know there are people who wear those chunky shoes so that they can balance their foot, but then in my case you can barely notice it until I wear high heels. So that is why I thought, no, maybe some people will find this information irrelevant, they will find it useless, but then there are people who might use this information when they realize that they might be having the same condition. I don't know if I should call it a condition, but then whatever it is. So I took these ones to a shoemaker to balance them. As you can see, they are balanced on the outer, like on the outer part of the shoe. Yes, English is failing me, but anyway, on the outer part of the shoe, so it can only balance me like outside. So but then what I do, I balance both shoes, not only the left one. Also, if you can look at these ones, I recently took them to a shoemaker. They are very new. I haven't worn them. They are very new. So I took them to a shoemaker, but then unfortunately with these ones, they are not as I wanted them to be, because as you can look at this one is super flat here, but then with this one, when I wear them, it's as though I'm stepping on a pavement. So I went to him and then I asked him if he can fix them, because he said to me, you can come back and fix your shoes if you are not comfortable walking on them. And when I got back home the other day from collecting them, I tried them on. They were just not doing the things for me. So I said I'm gonna take them back tomorrow. Okay, fine. Now the reason for this video, because I said I never thought that I was going to do this, literally, because I thought it could just be me, like, I don't know. So there was a time when I was watching TV just recently, I think December, when I was home, and I was watching TV. I was actually watching, let me not mention people's channels here, but this gospel, one of the well-known, okay, to me she's well-known because I've known this lady from Joy Celebration. So she was wearing high heels. I'm not saying, hear me well, I'm not saying that she has the same condition as me, but she was wearing heels and I kept on seeing her leg going to the side. I think with my ankle, watching TV, it was the right foot. I don't know, it could be the left foot. We know how the camera situations works. So after seeing that, for the fact that somebody wise brought this to my attention by saying, sit down on a flat surface, then we seal, because when there are tiles, we put the other leg right at the end of the tile and we see where the other one ends. So this is how we realize that my legs, like I have the leg length discrepancy. So it's not only on all high heels. For example, when I wear the platforms, as you can see already, they are super balanced, so I don't need to balance this one, so I can just wear them like this. You see, I've worn them so many times. Most of the time I'm indoors, so this is why they're not this steady. So I thought, let me share this information. There might be somebody out there who wish to wear high heels, but then it's quite difficult to wear them. I mean, I could not believe, after so many years of knowing that I have leg length discrepancy, there was a time when I was just lying on bed, like with my back, and then I had my half of my body covered with a blanket, and I could see the unevenness of my legs literally under that blanket. I was super shocked, but at the same time, because I've accepted this a long time ago, at the same time I was like, oh wow, why am I only noticing this now? I then took a picture, the one that you see on the thumbnail. I was surprised as I was like, oh, okay, so this is how, I didn't say bad, like, yeah, the difference between, it's noticeable, though when I walk on my flat shoes, you cannot even tell that my legs are, the length is not equal. But then anyway, I thought there might be somebody who will find this information quite useful, so let me share this, so that if there's somebody out there who's also struggling to walk on high heels, but they are very much able to walk on platform. I mean, honestly speaking, look at this heel and look at this. I wore this at a friend's wedding and it was on a Saturday, so I walked on this the whole day. They were still not balanced, because I balanced this ones the same as this one. So I wore this once when I was at my friend's wedding. It was a Saturday. Sunday, I was just resting at home. Monday, when I woke up, my foot was swollen. My foot underneath was painful, super painful. It was like the swollen of the foot. You couldn't barely, like, what am I saying? Like, you could see that. I will try to put the picture here if I'm able to do that. So I then realized that it's because I wore these high heels the whole day. I don't even want to call them high heels. These are sandals. I'd love to believe that these are called sandals. So I wore them the whole day, literally from 11 until 6, and Monday my foot was just not having it. So my reason for this video is to, if there's somebody out there who's probably my body size, as I stated, and you probably struggle to walk on high heels and you don't even have an explanation for that, but you are probably able to walk on what are these called, what are these things, platform. It could be that you have what is called leg length discrepancy. So it's easy, you don't even need to go to a doctor for them to tell you that you have a leg length discrepancy. You can just put your foot flat on the floor and ask somebody to check, or maybe then use a tape to check the length of both your legs. I hope you find this very useful, and do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notification, so that next time when I upload, you get to be notified on time. I love you guys so much. Please continue to share with others, because like I said, I never thought I was going to do this video. A part of me feels that it's useless, but I know deep down in my heart that somebody might need to hear this. As much as I got somebody who's wise, who was able to open my eyes and say, dude, this is what is happening. This is why you struggle to walk on high heels and other people walk freely on high heels. It's because their legs are, the length of their legs, unlike yours, because girl, so yeah, man, let's meet again on my next upload. Bye. Have yourselves a lovely February, because today is the 1st and you might get this video tomorrow on the 2nd, but I'm just saying, have yourself a lovely February. Goodbye.